You heard it here, everyone. I was chosen not only to be your king, but your voice. Chosen by God, mind you.
Excuse me, sir. Who are you?
King George III, young man.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, why should these people or anyone believe that God selected you to rule anything?
Well, he did. Trust me. I rule over all of Britain and therefore all of the colonies in which you live. I'm just informing you all that your taxes will be raised quite a few pence up now, so... Especially on tea, because, you know, everybody loves tea.
Why are they applauding? You just said they have to give up their hard-earned salaries.
Because they believe devoutly in God. And I was chosen by him. Some will surely revolt, but it's nothing we can't handle, certainly. We just have to keep them in line. We must pay for our stationed military soldiers and all of our imports, and naturally, you must help pay. I alone shape what will become of these people's daily lives and their stories. That's right. You know, you ought to clap too.
I think I'll reserve my clapping for when I hear something that genuinely impresses me.
From whom? I am the voice here, the only voice. There are quite few forms of artistic or literary expression in this land. My land. You want information? You want your silly words? Pick up one of my decrees, young man.
So, who are you?
Now you're talking to one of the best Americans there is. Name's Lloyd. America. The great country that revolted against Britain and gained independence.
You're one of the best?
Why, yes, sir. I got more riches than you'd even know how to count, and I got more land than your eyes could ever feast on. Not to mention, you know, my pigmentation. I'm at the top of the social pyramid around here.
Sure, you sound great and all, but let me get this straight. America is free now? It has its own voice?
Well, sorta. I'd say fellas like myself are the voice of this nation, but different people, they work for people like me.
And do those people have a voice?
No.
So you oppressed them, just as you yourself were once oppressed. How do you justify this?
God tells me it's okay. He tells me my people are superior.
So, you find religious sanction in your cruelty. Hey, you!
Yeah.
Excuse me. I know you.
You know me?
Well, not you specifically, but I know men like you. I presume you're someone in charge?
Well, of course I am. I'm one of the highest ranking government officials that you'll ever have a chance to meet.
You look exactly the same as that wealthy white king and that wealthy white landowner. The power in America is shifting, but not growing or changing or expanding. It's just a bunch of wealthy white dukes and dauphin's.
You ramble like a madman. I must leave now, stranger, for I have voters to sway. I'm running for an even higher office quite soon, and I must ensure that gentlemen like me vote for me, and gentlemen less like me do not vote at all. These people, we've given them more than they've ever had, but now they want to vote and such. Ah, it's no matter. We just won't let them. I have to go now. Have a good day.
Wow. Human beings sure can be awfully cruel to one another.
I beg your pardon?
I've seen this before. I've been letting it slide, but sir, I won't any longer. The American leaders have adopted the same oppressive behaviors as those that once dictated America. Just like children blindly following their parents, blindly copying the beliefs and actions of adults that they believe superior. Maybe if you simply treated people with kindness and equality, you'd actually earn the votes of every race, and you wouldn't have to oppress any.
It's not that. It's just that certain people shouldn't have a voice. You'd be fine to have a voice in this nation with maybe a little bit more money and, status. But others, well, it's not in God's cards for certain others to have that kind of say in what goes on around here. And those that want to help them get power, well, those folks ought to go to hell.
All right then. I'll go to hell. Ah!
Hello there, friend. It seems like you have one of the books I've written. Quite progressive, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is. You actually seem not so bad this time.
I should hope I don't seem too bad. You don't seem too bad yourself, my friend. Our society is lacking in transcendental thinkers. Those of us that think beyond the material tend to see that there are greater truths than race and sex. Hence my book. A liberating story for an oppressed gender.
Wow, you're much different than the others. I assume, well, I hope people like you have the real voice around here now?
Why, I'm a writer.
So, are people free now? Free to voice their opinions and thoughts?
Slowly, gradually. Yes. My friend, people here have to become accustomed to the oppression. Accustomed to being voiceless. But once they feel the freedom, they will realize the weight of what was once upon them. And they will cry out into the world the words that have been kept silent for far too long.
My time has come. There is no room for dictators, controlling landowners, corrupt politicians. Writers, filmmakers, storytellers, we are entering a new age where anyone can have a voice. Anyone can tell their story. America's story is your story.